Hello, hello. There's the audio.
Your presence
All
honors.
right. You'll have to forgive me. I am an indeterminate amount of whiskey shots in. Was kind of just enjoying my day off. Back from vacay. And yeah. I was enticed by the GGM new character day. Cheers to all. Whether you celebrate Christmas or even if you don't, celebrate pre-New Year's with me. All right. Looks like they are into nightmare difficulty. Fortunately, we're ahead of the game with Declobber. But feel like it's a good opportunity to level him up a little bit more. Oh.
Not in town.
Hello.
We don't have gold. What do we have? Sure why that's there. String of ears. Add to the new character stuff. Let's see. What's been dropped by this folk? GGM's doing a new character day, day 2 of his double swing barb. Pretty cool. So we're joining in on that. Oh, it's pretty interesting for a bone, poison bone necro. Very nice. I mean, with the repairs durability, kind of wanted it to be F, but we'll see. Still pretty cool.
I can't carry anymore.
Pretty solid druid weapon. You know, after the changes, IS doesn't matter as much, so pretty cool leveling druid. Ooh, that actually might be very nice for our martial arts in. That also be pretty interesting for our martial arts assassin. Oh, Saigon's wrap. Nice. Actually, I say nice because the mule for the set items, I'm pretty sure. Oh God, that is, that is a steaming pile. Let's see what it's worth. Yeah, see, even Charcy realizes the low value of this item. 14 max stamina. Oh my goodness.
Not here.
It's pretty good. Yeah. All right. Before we jump into the voice chat, welcome. We're back from our Christmas break. It was really cool. Got to see my brother and his family, 2 kids and wife in northern Alabama. Oh gosh. Yeah, the bank mules don't have much cash. All right, we'll see. We're leveling up a one of the bank mules, so just got to bear with the lack of wealth in terms of gold for the time being. So it is what it is.
Not in town.
But yeah, had a good holiday. Went to northern Alabama, as I said, with my my brother and his 2 daughters and his wife. So that was really awesome. And then had a road trip with my folks from there to North Carolina, where my sister is, and spent some time with her. So pretty cool pre-Christmas, Christmas, post-Christmas kind of visit. So pretty happy about that. Arrived late last night, and took delivery of the new computer, courtesy of UPS. I'm a little peeved at UPS actually though, because I explicitly requested, it's like, hey, like deliver it on Thursday, December 29th. And in all other circumstances, it would be very appreciated if they were 2 days early. However, this time was the exception, and I wasn't in town. So they came 2 days early. It was like, no, I don't appreciate that if I'm not in town. I told you I wasn't here until Thursday. And so they delivered, they failed, they tried to deliver yesterday, as it turns out, even though my Nest doorbell didn't even show them approaching the door and turning on the doorbell. So little peeved at UPS. Even today, the delivery driver, he didn't even ring the doorbell. My Nest doorbell, smart doorbell, with a video. I have a video of him approaching the door and not touching the doorbell. Literally just knocking. No doorbell. Fortunately, I got an alert on my phone. I was in the house, although I had my headphones on, so I didn't hear the knock, but I heard the notification on my phone, and so I chased him down the street, said, hey, you missed my package. I was waiting. You didn't ring my doorbell, and that's what I was listening for. And so he said, sorry. Finally, yeah, we got the computer here. Let's share it. Kind of, I'm burning time because of the fact of the they're doing Darkwood. This character, it's kind of a GGM Bank character, so he's already through Nightmare. He's level 47, so I'm not stressing too much. The lack of involvement of early Nightmare. All right. Let's see if we can switch to this. Yes. So, an hour ago, not that long ago, we took delivery of... Oh. Okay, YouTube. Why are you not letting me select that image? Anyhow. High Airflow XB Evo case. Pretty exciting. If you saw my community post from earlier, let's see. My channel, community. If you're not up to date, let's bring you up to date for sure. Yes. So, this case, pretty epic. Thanks to shout out to Special Ed in the GGM community for the Wayno Enterprises computer store. So I sent him all the parts. He assembled the parts into this case, and what's really cool about this case, so I went with the 3090 video card. And you know, looking online it's a massive card, no question. And so the vertical cases, which my current computer has, maybe not, you deal with video card sag because it's a massive video card. Not an issue with this case. Pretty cool. So the video card sits vertically, no sag issues, no problem there. You can convert this into just a test bed, you know, kind of thing. You can open the case, have that as a test platform kind of situation. You have quick swaps, which I feel like they're going out of date, but it's also a really nice feature. I feel like if I'm getting into content creation, being able to swap in large drives, save stuff, just store those drive elsewhere, swap in a large another large hard drive, could be pretty cool. So really excited. I am a few drinks deep. I was not intending on streaming today. So it was really just a chill day. I've had some whiskey, courtesy of Elijah Craig, Cast Strength. Shout out to them. They are they make some good stuff. Let's see. We got. Here we go. There it is. Boom. Got the large bottle. Hopefully lasts me a month. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, been enjoying that. Doing some video editing. Got some video ideas churning. And we'll see how that goes. But saw the notice from GGM. They were doing this new character day. Saw the opportunity to level up the Smiter a little bit more. Pretty nice. It would be nice if he was capable of killing D-Clone himself instead of just holding the game, waiting for my main account to kill him. So, seemed like a good opportunity and kind of a test bed to see if if you guys enjoy this video. After I've had one too many drinks probably. So we'll see how it goes. Again, if I haven't said it already, Happy New Year. Happy post, excuse me. Happy post-Christmas. Cheers. And yeah, let's dive right in. We'll see if we can't get booted off by GGM, given our inebriation. Important to balance a good amount of water with your whiskey drinking. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Without further ado, sure we're caught up on. All right. Got you. All right. Answered the text. Let's dive in. See what's happening, folks. Hello, hello. What's happening, everyone?
Hey, what's up, LMS?
What is up? I've
Oh yeah,
been...
sorry, I forgot. I turned up the game volume for one of my videos. I'll turn it back down. And also, apparently, I need to turn LMS up a little bit.
Oh, no worries. I'll probably get louder. I don't know. We'll see.
He's feeling sleepy, guy.
No, not sleepy. I am a little bit inebriated. I was planning on taking the day off, but I can't resist this the call of new character days. So
The call of the new character day.
yep, can't resist. So I felt it was a good opportunity to level up D2R. The pretty much dedicated GGM Kinship, like D-clone, like game holder. But if I can get him to a stage where he can actually kill D-clone on by himself, then awesome.
Oh, you can. D-clone's super easy to kill, honestly. Like as long as you got the resistances and decent amount of HP, usually fine.
Yeah, that's his issue. Is he really doesn't have the resistances, and he's just not enough level, like high enough level to just survive. his life is just a little bit too low. Like even with life tap, he like struggles. Well, and in that regard, he's too low level to utilize Drax, so he really doesn't have a reliable life tap source.
Life tap wand, he'll be alright.
Oh yeah, yeah, he has it, but his other difficulty is really not the fault of his own. It's really just I normally use him on my laptop Surface computer, which can barely run D2R as it is. So
Terrible.
yeah,
it's so bad.
Yeah, so it's just terrible graphics, terrible run speed, and yep, he often fails. So he needs to be pretty OP in order to succeed.
How about that? Okay.
Oh, what's that?
I'll take all the rice crystals I can get.
All right, just joining you guys. This character is through hell, but well, kind of through hell, kind of through like early hell. So you can kind of just jump in whatever. Where you guys at? Barracks. All right.
I just found kind of a cool thing on eBay while I was trying to see if maybe somebody had the like the bomber jacket. Apparently it's some hoodie or it's not really a hoodie. I don't really know what to call it. Like a pullover, I guess would be the more correct term. It's only like $50, and it's like a Diablo pullover. It even has like on the tag it says "Not even death can save you from me." Like it's kind of cute.
$50? Is it like a leather pullover?
No, I mean it's the Blizzard Diablo jacket, 2XL, quarter zip. Oh, it says it has a broken zipper. What?
What? Dude, who freaking sells something with a broken zipper? What?
Does it got an offer button? I'm gonna offer him a don. No, I'm just kidding. I kind of want it anyway, but it's.
Yeah. I mean, with or without, like, yeah, I mean, you can go to a upholstery shop and have that fixed for like $40, easy. So
I'm looking to see what's on here. I'm actually kind of curious to see like how many Blizzard or authentic items are up here, but not a lot actually. Surprisingly, it's pretty low on the list. Apparently, there's like one.
This will help the sisters turn the
I don't
tide
really want to
against
call it a
evil.
jacket. Like, you know those like Carhartt shirts that are like thick and they have like they might have like a little bit of flannel lining on the inside. Like, there's like a shirt up there. It's kind of a really cool Diablo shirt, and it's but it's only XL, not 2XL, which that would just. It's 1X is not big enough for me. I'm a very large person. I mean, I'm
right.
6'2", but I got really broad.
Bid on it, man.
So like,
I'll take it
too
if it
expensive
doesn't fit you. It's all good. Win-win.
I don't know. The jacket does look kind of cool though. It's totally not a jacket though. People learn the difference between jackets, pullovers, hoodies. Right. Like, I feel like for something to qualify as a jacket, you know, just getting into absolute semantics here. For something to qualify as a jacket, it has to be open in the front. Like, you can't have a jacket that you have to pull over your head. Like, at that point, it's a pullover. It's not
it's
a
a
jacket.
pullover. Exactly. I agree with that. Oh yeah.
There is terms here.
Yes.
This is harkening right back to the days of Super Stew. You guys use the correct terms.
Oh, set ring. Is it? Oh gosh. Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Oh, it's Gathan's.
It's never the one you want.
Yep.
Although I did find out recently that like the Cathan's ring, Cathan amulet combo at level 11, when you can put it on, actually is kind of nice because it gives you 10 strength and it also gives you a really large amount of fire damage for a level 11 character. So like, just for a level 11 character, the 11, I think was it like 11 to 30 fire damage that it gives you is kind of high. Like, it's like double the damage just about for putting on.
You're talking the ring and the amulet, right?
Yeah, just the 2-set bonus for level 11.
2-set, yeah. Really legit, for sure.
It's a pretty sweet little 2-piece. I mean, granted, it wears off pretty quickly, and I didn't want to use it after, like, you know, Act 3, but... Like I said, at level 11.
Yep. Level? It's pretty high.
Oh yeah, they got this treasure goblin. Apparently there was an employee gift that they gave out back in 2012, and it's this like really awesome statue of a treasure goblin. Like really high quality Doojanks. It goes for around like 150 bucks, like on all the websites I've seen. Pretty cool.
Nice.
I am overburdened.
Yeah,
course,
time
apparently you're
will
not supposed to tell
tell
these
on the figurines of the D4. Not sure about them.
D4 figurines?
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
you know, if you get the oh gosh, what is it called? It's the it's the collector's edition or whatever. You know, the pre-purchase, top pre-purchase.
I got it because I
figurines. Yeah. No, same.
And
I
can
got
write it
the
off
top
on
just
taxes anyway,
because,
so.
but not sure about its like real world value, honestly.
Oh, that's kind of cool. 2018 unopened goodie bag. What the hell is inside of a BlizzCon goodie bag? Looks like a Diablo statue. Hearthstone. Bunch of like random. It's one thing, like Blizzard is an interesting company, but it has a lot of products that are very, very varied. So like a lot of the times you'll just look at them and you'll be like, okay, well I don't really like that franchise, but I like that one. But like when they do like the grab boxes that has like every franchise in it, you're more than likely gonna not like one or two of the franchises.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh look, the franchise I don't care about. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the dark side of a hit or miss franchise. Well, it's even unfair to say a hit or miss franchise. It's hit or miss company, really, is what it is.
Well, it's funny because even like in the depths of some of the like definitely misses like Diablo 3, like I really did enjoy the loot goblins. And I actually went out and got the loot goblin little amiibo. I thought that was cool as crap.
That's true.
I actually bought two of them.
It's a really good point. It's just like even if it is like an overall miss, like there's some nuggets for sure.
Well, Lilith is probably going to be popular no matter what because you know she's a demon and she's probably going to be really.
I mean,
really
let's be
popular.
honest. Like she looks badass. Like she does.
What's the term for when a like guy gets pleasure off of a woman being mean to her or whatever?
Yeah.
Like I feel like she's gonna be really popular in that crowd.
Yeah. Just in in general because of that.
Yeah, she's gonna be pretty popular in the whole.
It's like, let's be honest. Like even those that aren't into the dominatrix, like.
You mean the waypoint though?
Okay, I think we can all agree. Like every guy is at least somewhat into the dominatrix realm.
Step on me? What?
Yeah. I mean, to a point, right? Like,
it's funny as
with everything, there's a spectrum, right? As I
delved into the characters, it was actually kind of funny because so Inarius actually does love Lilith. Like that was like totally a thing that was established. Like he actually did fall in love with her. But Lilith was more along the lines of like, oh, he loves me, I can take advantage of him. Like, she was totally.
Oh yeah, like if there's a dominatrix in the ethos, it is freaking Lilith. Absolutely, man. Like,
and then not only that, but Lilith didn't just do it to Inarius. She also did it to Oldacian. She did the same thing to Oldacian, basically. Like, it was like just a double.
Oh yeah.
Double bop.
Yeah, for sure. Like canon. Like Lilith is absolutely a dominatrix. Absolutely. No question.
She even took it even further because, like, as I researched the whole like Oldacian thing, turns out Lilith deliberately set Oldacian against Inarius and was like, he's gonna kick your butt. He's gonna kick your butt. Like your ex-boyfriend, you put your boyfriend against your ex-boyfriend. You're like, he's gonna kick your butt.
Well,
Like,
and
literally.
see, this is what's interesting about the because I'm not huge into the lore, right? But I will appreciate like one thing is like the lore is definitely setting up this issue, right? Which is like she's a dominatrix, but it's also setting up her as not necessarily the ultimate bad guy, right? Because like dominatrix isn't inherently like bad, right? It's just
Well, apparently her thing in the past has always been to find somebody who's powerful, then manipulate that person into. I see you're on. You guys are on 4. Manipulate that person into doing what she wants, and this manipulation that she does has like always been her trademark thing. So, she like with Anarias, she found Anarias. Anarias loved her. She manipulated Anarias into stealing the World Stone. And then eventually, she had kids with Anarias, which I don't think was necessarily like part of her plan or anything. But then when she found out that the kids were so powerful, she wanted to use them as part of her plan, and that was when Anarias actually stopped her. But the funny thing is that she did the same thing with Oldacian, and then she did the same thing with like everybody else she's ever encountered. So I can't imagine that her story is going to be much different in Diablo 4. She's going to find somebody who's powerful, and she's going to use them. She's going to use them for her purposes. Like she's never really at like the forefront herself.
yeah, and that's the complexity. Like that's the interesting thing about the story. I feel like is because like being a dominatrix isn't inherently evil, but in the way that Lilith is being one, it is arguably like inherently evil, right? Like she is seeing the opportunity, like setting the board against.
Where she comes from, right? I mean, she's Mephisto's daughter. So
Oh yeah.
We can hardly expect her to be a like a,
oh yeah.
what's the term like an angel. We can hardly expect her to be an angel.
Exactly.
She's a demon. She's on that side, but she's definitely strayed away from like what the primevals like are normally doing.
Yeah.
I don't think Mephisto.
She's like weaving her own hatred, right? Like her dad is the Lord of Hatred, but she's like weaving her own kind of story. And that's pretty interesting.
That was kind of what the whole thing with Anarias was, is that so Lilith basically saw that the war was going nowhere. And that there was no like real way to win the war, no matter how many times her father had victories. No matter how long the victories lasted, they were always temporary. And so she was looking for a way to win the war like forever, which was definitely something that was possible, but it was like not possible within the grasp of what Mephisto was trying to do. So that's why she went outside of like anything that Mephisto would have ever done. Like Mephisto never would have slept with an angel and had babies and created his own world, and like she was looking for another way around the whole like war thing. And then when she saw the Nephilim, she realized that was it. That was the way out. But Anarias also saw that, like, literally, that was that Lilith was like, "Hey, we can use these guys for war. You know that baby we just had? We could totally just like put some battle armor on him,
slap an M16 in his hand, and send him on his way.
Let's just send him right in. Like
it's okay. We can just pump out more."
No, he still has a pacifier in his mouth. Like, no, it's all right. It's all right. That's a power pacifier. It gives him +7 to skills.
Oh yeah, there's definitely intent. So I mean, like, I'll give him credit. Like, as I'll call it as kind of bad as I feel like the lore has been for 10 plus years. Like, they're starting to think about it, I think.
Well, Anarius was smart because he linked himself to the World Stone,
Mm.
and that's how he got all that power. He was easily stronger than Diablo or any of the other like major players during that time period when he was linked to the World Stone.
Mm.
But he's no longer linked to the World Stone, so I mean, I'm not really sure what's going to go
So
on with him.
that's
As
where
he is
I
right
feel
now-
like he was smart in the short term, whereas Lilith was smart in the long term. The long game. She's playing a long game.
It's a little
Absolutely.
difficult to really figure out what the hell Lilith was thinking, because I feel like she would have died if it wasn't Anarius. Like, maybe she just knew that Anarius really did love her and just exploited that fact like to the utmost. But Anarius basically swore never to kill Lilith, and that's part of the interesting thing about like the whole trailer is that he swore never to kill her, never to do harm
Well,
to
and
her,
that
never.
that is her strength and his weakness, right? So,
Well, but that's why
Interesting.
he banished her to the abyss 2 times.
yeah.
Not just once, but two separate times he banished her to the abyss.
Yeah.
So,
So
like,
while he
literally-
is in strength more powerful, if he's not long-sighted enough, she may win out.
But I don't know. He's not powerful enough to kill her anymore. That's another thing.
No, that's
like,
true.
he's-
He can only banish her. He can't like eliminate
Well, no,
her. Yeah.
he banished her before because he had access to the World Stone. The World Stone's gone, so I don't know where he's gonna pull power out of his butthole this time. But he's essentially the same power level as Lilith at this point. Like they're both about the same power level as like I want to say like the Diablo 3 lesser evils, like Belial. Like he's about the same power level as Belial, from what I understand, and so is Lilith, because they're not primevals and they're basically children of the primes. Anarius is essentially the brother of Tyrael. So he's like, Tyrael is one of the the prime angels, the archangels or whatever, the 5. And Lilith is, the daughter of one of the, prime evils. So they're both like directly underneath of the, of one of the like main creations.
It'll be interesting. Like, I feel like
You know-
Tyrael is a pivotal character, right? So if they bring him back, and he's been like banished to mortality, but I feel like there's a path back for him, right? So if
No, you never know. He could be restored.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
could-
Is like if there's a path for his restoration, like he can come back to be above an Arius in some capacity. That could be interesting.
What level are you guys?
About 40 to 50-ish. It's kind of spread.
Yeah, it's
Damn it.
yeah.
We're beginning
Pretty
a
bad.
nightmare difficulty though. We'll be all right.
Yeah, where you at, man?
Not here.
Mine's level 80, man. I had a martial arts assassin I've been building.
Not in town.
Oh,
I
the
just stole
MA
my-
assassin. Nice.
Not in
Well,
town.
we'll
Yeah,
meet
man,
you in hell, unless wait, if you want to walk with us through Nightmare, feel free, man.
Well, if you guys don't mind,
Yeah.
I'm watching y'all play, and I'm jonesing now.
Mhm.
He's Jones and
Jones
What
is.
was the password?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I was playing along the other day, man, and she was level 72, and freaking D-clone spawned, and I'm going, there is no way I'm gonna be able to kill this. So I had my flickering flame, and I had my Phoenix shield, and I went over and hit him a few times, and he didn't even hardly budge him. Then I ran back to my stash and put my Guillaumes on, and down goes Frazier.
Heck yeah, man.
Yep.
What's a Guillaume?
That's what the MA
Guillaume's
assassin
face.
does.
You're wearing it.
He freaking lives for D-clone.
Yeah, I killed him like twice, man. He was walking again a lot yesterday. What is after GGM noobs? What's the number now?
2.
2. Yeah, I tagged you in Kinship ladder chat. You want to join us?
Yes, and the password is in there. Dude, head strikers are OP at level 39.
There we go.
Yeah.
Freaking walk around.
Especially
with head strikers
freaking
all
F.
39. It's just like, well, you know.
It's like OP all the way up to the 70s.
I mean, you can even up them into conquest swords. They're pretty powerful conquest swords.
That's what I ended up doing here with my assassin. I ended up double upping my goblin toes. I get my run walk from little charms, and I'm running cat's eye amulet. I'm running a super high level fade, and not the run around like you're a crazy person with your head cut off skill, burst of speed.
Did you up your G-toes?
G-toes, yeah, I upped them. Double upped them. Now they're, what are they, mirrored boots now?
Mirrored.
50 to 100, 145. I think the Myrmidon greaves are a little better, but I just did what I had.
Oh yeah, the Myrmidon greaves are definitely the better damage output,
Mhm.
but I mean, when you're talking about crushing blow, like it doesn't care about your kick damage.
The reason I went over to martial arts, I was going to make a trap assassin, then I started looking around and found out that all my negative minus fire res and stuff don't work with the traps.
Yeah, it works with Fire Blast though. I hear the Fire Blast sins are pretty fun now.
So I respect over to
Yeah.
martial arts, and it's a blast. Use a
Boy.
Lawbringer and a
Her-
Phoenix shield.
Yeah. Martial arts has a lot of avenues. Oh, yeah.
Freaking Lawbringer
Yeah,
is ridiculous, man.
I
It gets
enjoyed
undead.
that playthrough for sure. Pretty powerful. I mean, pretty ridiculous, honestly, for a level
Yeah, she
1
was
skill. You can
I don't
just
even have any skillers or anything, man. And whenever
Yeah.
I get my 3 charges, my dragon tail damage goes up to like 30k.
yeah.
Oh yeah, an interesting thing to consider with Lilith is that she apparently loves to change shape and hide her form. So like, you know how in Diablo 3 we spent like basically the whole game, you know, was it helping out that daughter of Cain and whatever, right? And it turned out that she was, you know, Diablo like the whole time. Like we very well could have a similar situation in Diablo 4 where literally we have some character that's a female that we're helping at some point, and it turns out she's Lilith like the whole time. Like it totally could be that in Diablo.
Could be.
4.
Yeah.
Because Lilith loves just being in disguise. And
She
tricking people.
is-
Like, that's her
Yeah.
thing.
The queen of deception. It's true. Yeah.
Did find out an oddity of the build that I have here. I run this Phoenix shield with a redemption on it, and I use a Lawbringer, and Lawbringer has rest in peace, so it kind of cuts out the freaking absorbing the corpses for life and mana thing, but
Yeah.
gives her 366 ED though, and a lot of negative fire res and stuff, so I still think it's worth it.
This is not hardcore. You high ragey, no sir.
I was gonna go armed storm shield, but I had this shield and I just can't not use it.
What's
I'm
up,
pretty sure Farnham is
GGM?
dead, Charles. You know what had occurred to me though, which I thought was kind of funny, is there's also a very weird possibility, and this is a little out there, but all of the basically the people in Sanctuary are kind of like, what would you call it? Like they're nerfed, I guess would be the term. Because like the whole thing with the World Stone and them causing the powers to diminish over time and blah blah blah. So like the Nephilim that are currently in Sanctuary aren't as powerful as they should be. But what if freaking Denarius and Lilith got back together and made some more babies? The babies that they created would be as powerful as the originals, which were apparently really powerful.
I was watching Mr. Llama's stream earlier. He said he was going to name his daughter Lilith, but his wife said, like, hell, you're not naming my daughter after no demon. and he's like,
good luck, dude. Good
is
luck.
She or is she not?
Oh,
you know?
God.
All about perception. He was literally going to name his daughter Lilith.
I would have just said it must run in the
that
family.
is...
We
that
don't
is
know
a-
whether she's a bad guy yet. Okay, we don't know.
Yeah,
that's
but
what
still,
he
that is a
Don't
bold
judge a demon
move.
by the size
Like,
of her horns, okay?
like forgetting what Lilith is or may be, like, that is a bold move just from reality standpoint, right? It's like,
So,
in any instance...
Lilith is kind of a pretty name. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I mean,
I like
still
Lilith,
though,
you know,
like
that
in
part.
any instance, somebody that's having a baby, like some guy that's having a baby with a woman that is in any context trying to dictate the name of said baby, ooh, that is
She might have been on
thin
board,
ice, man. That is...
Maybe she doesn't like Diablo.
Yeah.
If she did like Diablo, maybe she'd be totally on board with it. She'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah come on.
She should be, but I feel like she's on the fence because he did like a playthrough with her, and she was like, I would say like willing, but not fully on board, I would say.
Yeah, she played with it for a minute.
So that is a bold move. Like that, well, like that is a bold, but I feel like that it's not even
my thing
going too
about-
far to say like that is an arrogant move. Like that is a ignorant move on his part. That's too bad.
My thing is though is it's not a weird name. Like it's not like
Yeah.
we're talking about naming our kid like a kid like Beethoven or
That's
like
true.
or like
Like,
Ebenezer or
No
Denarius.
question. There could be
all of these
far
names
worse
are
names,
definitely-
but
Lilith
what-
is a rather innocuous, like ordinary name. Like it's
Oh, yeah.
it's a girl's name. I've seen a lot of people named Lilith. They go by Lil, and they have they got abbreviations and things like that. Like it's a perfectly acceptable name, which I think kind of like normalizes it a little bit. Like if it was one of those out there names, I would totally be on board with like the arrogance thing. But it's just a regular name.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
It's not,
but
it's not like he's saying let's name our boy Tyrael or let's name our,
I'd
our
still-
little girl Mephisto.
yeah,
Like,
I feel like I still want to err on the ignorance level of things because it's like at the end of the day, like you've got to read your queen, right? Like you got to know what
I'd also,
is in
I'd also
like
like
PC or non-PC in terms of your chosen queen. And if he is knowingly going against that, that is a problem. That is something
I'd
he should
also,
look out for.
You
I'd
guys
also
are
say
reading
that
in
at
that he's
least
gonna
in-
force it or something. Like I mean, it's just
Oh, that's true.
There's
That's a
always
good
gonna
point,
be
Junior. Is
conver-
like
there's
if he
always gonna be
forces it,
conversation.
it's arrogant. That's too that is
there's
a
always gonna be
pull too far.
conversations behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
whole nother thing.
But
they'll
if
probably have about like 30 or 40 different names written in a book somewhere.
oh yeah, no, and that's fair. It's like if it is a casual mention by him, I applaud it. That's fine. Suggest it, all for it. But if you dig in on that,
Huge Johnson.
that is a very big problem.
What's
Don't
his
dig
name?
on. Don't dig in on that. Is all I have to say
Man,
to
when
him.
when I was growing up, I had a friend that his parents had literally named him Evil Knievel.
Ooh.
There was a
I kid
whole
you not.
show. It was like a. I don't think it was Dr. Phil, but it was like one of those kind of like shows where everybody gets on stage and they're all sitting there in the chairs, and like the people literally had like the worst names. Like their parents had literally named them like joke names. Like it was really bad. Like one guy went up there and I think his name was literally like Ivana Hump-a-Lot or something.
Oh god.
And they didn't believe them. Like the people would come up there
Yeah,
and
it's
say
like,
their name,
dude.
and they would have to pull out their
Ivana.
license and actually
freaking
like,
in
show
Goldfinger,
them,
I
that's
think
what
it
their
is.
parents
Like,
named them, and, like,
come
their
on.
birth certificate.
How do you not know?
And I'm
Ivana.
like, this is deliberate. Like they
Oh,
deliberately
God.
trolled their child. Like they just
Yeah.
trolled their kid
Yeah.
from birth.
The Seahawks have a Kobe Bryant and a Michael Jackson on their team.
Yeah, that's crazy too, man.
Yeah, like the ones that were like raised by hippies, and so their name is like Tree Spirit or some bull crap.
Fire Druid.
We named you after our favorite tree.
My name is
Cedar
Deckard Kane is what we'll name
Cedar
him.
Willow is Cedar Willow here. Can you imagine getting a like roll call at school?
Oh goodness, man.
No, there's some like legendary bad names out there.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely
There's
awful.
just terrible.
I've got to
And that-
somehow obtain
That's where it's like those bad names. They're known, like, or if
But
they're
that's-
not known, like they should be known, right? And you name your kid that, it's like, it's on you, man. It's on you.
I'm curious. Like I've actually met people with names that are just really strange, and I'm like, what got into their parents' head that made them think that Ebenezer was a good name to raise the name of their kid? I mean,
Exactly.
the dude's name is literally Ebenezer, and I'm over here like, I'm sorry.
It's like, are you aware that 80% the population
Have three goats.
doesn't
have three
appreciate
goats
your name.
visited you in the middle of the night.
Man, I gave up on going to get the staff. It was like a CF in there.
And then some of them are just unpronounceable, and this is a whole thing. Like I've met so many people that just have names that are just like they're pronounced completely different than they're spelled for some reason.
Mhm.
Like and when you look at them and try and read them, it's just like completely impossible to read them. It doesn't make any damn sense whatsoever.
Yeah. It's one of those those things. Like, okay, just take a moment, a small moment, like step into the shoes
it's a
of
big-
the
it's a big
future
decision.
teacher of that child and try to pronounce that name. Just try to pronounce that name. Like,
I mean, granted, it's not like that your name is always the name that you're gonna have the rest of your life. Because like my sister's name is Deborah, and she goes by Carrie, and like my brother's name was Edward, and they ended up calling him Teddy. Like there's like ways around having a bad name,
yeah.
but like it's still
Well,
gonna follow you
there's-
the rest of your life. Like
Yeah.
even when you go to the
There's
DMV,
still like limited ways though. Because it's like
And
and I feel like that's on the parents, right? It's like, okay, look up the name, look at the abbreviations of the name, look at the common variations of the name. It's like, do you want those possibilities for your child? It's like, seriously, like consider it. You have 9 months to consider this. Like, consider it well.
Some of them make no
right?
sense, and unless you've actually like experienced it, like you wouldn't even know. Like I didn't know that William was like basically never used. Like people that are called William never actually get called William. They usually get called Will or Bill.
Or
Apparently
Bill,
Bill is
yeah.
also a common, which like Bill doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. I don't even understand that one. Like I can understand Will because that's obviously a bastardization of their full name, which is okay, I guess, if you prefer the abbreviated version. But Bill is just like they just took the whole first letter off.
Yeah, and
Took
just
the ending off,
ran
threw
with
on
it.
a new letter.
Yeah, I agree.
It's funny because I've actually the reason why I know that one is because William Shatner. So like there was this interview with William Shatner and Spock, Leonard Nimoy, and Leonard Nimoy calls him Bill, and I'm like, my eyebrow raised like a Vulcan. I'm like, Bill, what?
It's like, what do you mean?
If I had a last name like Shatner, though, I think I would just want everybody to call me the Shatner.
The Shat.
The Shatner. I am the Shatner. That's right. I'll shoot it right on your nose.
No, not the Shatner. The Shat. I want to.
No,
yeah.
no.
If
want
if
the
it were
ner- I
me,
want the
like
neuron.
I'd be called the Shat.
No.
Oh,
See, 'cause
absolutely.
the Shat just feels like it's just sitting there. Okay. The ner
No.
adds like an action verb onto it. That's why I like it, because it's not just a Shat. It's a Shatner.
Okay. Well, in that, okay, I will like revise
It's an
my
action-
statement
it's
to
an
be like
action chat,
Shatter.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's an action chat. You know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
there's action.
Yeah.
Chat.
You know,
But
like,
I feel like it's like if I had thought about that, if it were me, it was like, no, I want to be called the Shatter.
It's an action.
Absolutely.
Chat, okay?
Yeah. Drop
Like,
the
just like
N.
those,
Shatner.
action
Shatner.
action dolls, the action
Shatter.
figures that had like the movements where like there was a little button on the back and they would like do a punch. Like see, it's an action chat. That's it's so much better than just a regular chat.
But the Shatter. Ooh. that's next level, man. That's why I say it was like, oh, if I had the opportunity, if that was my name, and I had to think about it, it's like, no, it's gonna be the Shatter.
I don't know if I could be
Absolutely.
called by my last name forever. Like I had a teacher that used to screech my last name. It used to really piss me off. Like she would never call me by my first name. She would only call me by my last name. And she wouldn't say it respectfully or anything. It wasn't like, like Mr. Such and such. It was always like like she was like bellowing it to the Banshee feud clan to come
Freaking
Banshee
nails.
Like, I don't
Like
even understand.
nails going across a chalkboard.
Yeah, it was awful. Like, and I even like went to the principal and like tried to get her to stop because it was just really bad. It was so bad that when she called my name, the class would literally laugh because of how terrible it sounded. Like, and she wouldn't just like call it. Like I said, she would just like screech it like some sort of banshee woman.
Well, that was appropriate then. Like, yeah, that is absolutely an example where you need to bring it to the principal because, yeah, it's like
she
part
never
of
stopped.
being
She
a
never
teacher
stopped.
is like read the room, like realize what you're doing to the child, and if you can't realize it, well, that's a problem.
I don't think she liked me very much. She was one of those. She was one of those like older teachers that had like. How do I put this? Had like almost like a full mustache. Like literally like a full mustache on the lady teacher. Real dark too. Like just like so obvious that there was just a mustache there. You know, some women have like facial hair, but it's not like very visible. Like unless you get really close, you can't see it. No. She had like the darkest black, like facial hair that you could ever imagine. Just so deadly obvious that there was a freaking mustache there, and that she probably needed to shave it, but like wouldn't ever shave it.
Well, that's where, yeah, it's
So did you call her
like
Groucho?
if
Is
she
that
had
why
any
she-
self-awareness, like that's not a shave, that's like that's a laser skin removal or laser hair removal. like
Dang.
Kind of like an Adolf sash, yeah. Kind of like an Adolf sash. Little.
Somebody.
She had a little,
Yeah,
she had a
that's
little bit of a, she had a
unfortunate.
little bit of a goatee growing too. Not even gonna lie. I do remember a couple curly hairs coming out of her chin. It's pretty bad.
Yep. That's like the worst. It's like, and then when they're not self-aware enough to know that they're imposing on someone else, that they're so bad that they are imposing on themselves. That's too bad.
She was also the same kind of teacher that would do this crap. I don't know if you guys ever got this from your teacher. It used to piss me off so bad. Can I go to the bathroom? Yes. You start to walk out the door. Where are you going? To the
Keep you up
bathroom?
to
Oh,
the
God.
summoner.
You didn't ask for permission.
Oh my
I
goodness.
did. I said, can I go to the bathroom? Yes. You said, can I? You didn't say, may I?
Oh my goodness. Yep.
May I go to the
That
bathroom?
is.
Viper Magi on the ground here too.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's too much. He needs to be outed.
I'll
What
fight
a
you.
dude jankery we got here. 24.
Like, I have to pee my pants and you're trying to make a grammatical point.
Yeah. It's like I literally and physically cannot stay to argue with you. I must go.
I'm just gonna pee on the floor here.
Yeah.
No big deal, don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Don't you worry about a thing.
Oh, the TP's up for the summoner.
Oh, nice.
Not in time.
Who's TP?
Coaster. Rocket.
Who's
Coast.
worth Adolf or Lilith? I think honestly,
Oh.
frickin'
Nope.
Adolf.
Coaster goes to the Claw Viper.
Oh,
Adolf-
sorry, Tidhausen or Rocket. Sorry.
Adolf is one of those people who would literally choose an animal over you. You
Don't
could
do it
be
yet.
you could
Don't
be in
do
the
it
middle of
yet.
the street about to get hit by a car, and there could be a dog there, a fully grown dog who's fully capable, by the way, of getting out of the way of the car himself. And Adolf would probably jump in front and save the dog. and
Are you
not
coming, Ginger, or
I'm trying to find
Let's
the
see.
portal. Hold on. Whose portal is it?
Yeah, I think.
Rocket, Tidhausen?
Rocket. I need to go back and grab the waypoint too.
Mm,
I forgot to click on it.
Talk about that. I'll put that.
dang. Didn't even click it.
I didn't. It's too busy talking about my evil teacher.
Yes. He was enthralled with his young
Proud
nightmare.
for marks of a teacher.
He did
There
not-
was tons of fun stuff that happened back in school. Like there was this one. I remember I think it was like first grade or second grade. I can't remember exactly, but I had this really cool, crayon pencil sharpener thing. I don't even know what the hell it was. It was literally like a red crayon, but it like had a pencil sharpener inside of it. And I remember literally this kid stole it from me, and this kid stole everything. Like his whole life was stealing, and I couldn't get anything back from him. But he finally got his comeuppance when he stole my freaking test paper. So the boy literally took my test paper, erased my name off of it, and put his name on.
Wow.
And the teacher comes up to me, or comes up to him and goes, "This isn't yours." And he's like, "How do you know?" And this cracks me up to this day. She goes, "This handwriting is terrible. There's only one person in the class has handwriting
There's
this
only
bad. It's
Oh, man.
Daniel. And
Nice.
this is not your handwriting. You have pretty handwriting. So I know that this isn't yours, and I know that this is Daniel's, and that you took it from him." And literally, like, just land blasted him right there in the middle of the thing. But at the same time, literally basically told everyone in the class that my handwriting was atrocious.
Yeah, it has to be.
My
it has to
handwriting
be a
was so bad, it
backhanded
has its
comment to
own
you.
signature badness that
Yeah.
can't be mistaken for anyone else's. Just absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
I
She
saved
couldn't stand
myself.
up for you in any way without making some kind of backhanded comment.
Like well, this
Yeah,
was a
so-
different teacher. This wasn't the
Oh.
same bearded lady. This was another teacher. This was because this was first grade. The
Nice.
bearded lady I think was like 6th or 7th. I can't remember. I actually had her like 3 years in a row, and it pissed me off so bad because she kept going up a grade. You know how sometimes the teachers will go up a grade? Like, and
Yeah.
she kept going up a grade and following me, and it was nasty. I hated it.
Stop following me.
Like, please stop following me. Please.
Sweet, somebody's going to blade assassin. Nice.
Yeah, that's acid.
I'm 47. 47 is Ravenfrost, right? I can finally put a Ravenfrost on.
Nice.
I think, right? I desperately need it. I keep getting chilled to the bone. They keep chilling me. I don't like it. It makes me
bone.
cold and frosty.
To the bone.
To the bone.
Freaking Lawbringer, so strong
Let,
against undead.
let me
it's
know
just
if that
ridiculous.
that linked Ravenfrost is a improvement.
Can use my freaking IK. I mean, my Gore Riders now too. Yes. Oh, but that means I can't use the IAS. I'm gonna have to switch back to the IK belt for the IAS on the gloves. That should really cap out my CB, IAS, all that bull crap. See what I'm running at now. 50% crushing blow, 100% deadly strike, 10% open wounds. Not bad. I'm probably way over 100% C deadly strike, but whatever.
Should
I
be
got the
everybody.
staff. Clobber's not with us, but I'm not sure if he needs it since he's level. Well, actually, no, he's level 50. He should be.
He's in hell, he said.
Oh, he's in hell?
Inhale.
I mean, we'll push him through anyway, even if he's not.
Looking for mail.
Just in time for my Cannot Be Frozen to not work with Duriel.
Just, I need a bio
Sith.
break, but I'm
It's a
reading
Sith.
your chat,
Bunch of garbage.
Navani. Nice.
Standard
Chat is-
Duriel
Yep.
fare.
Yep.
That's true.
What's up, Tyrael? You know your brother's
Chat
back,
has
right?
that that connotation.
Dude's like, that bitch Cenarius?
That's a good.
I honestly can't
That's a good
imagine fighting
comment,
a war
Navani.
that, like, never
And
ends.
thank you, as
I think that's
always,
one thing of the
Lord
whole,
Giza.
like,
Welcome
angel
back.
versus demon thing that, like,
Happy pre-New
isn't
Year.
truly-
All right, I'll be right back.
I guess, like, really explained. Like, they don't like emphasize it enough. The fact that literally, like, they never die. Like, so like the demons, whenever they're killed, they never truly die. They just come back eventually. The angels, even if they kill an angel, like, a new one is reborn at the Crystal Arches. Like, there's like truly no end to the war. Like, no matter how many victories you have, there's always gonna be, like, you know, another demon coming back. Like, I'm assuming that all the demons that we killed in, like, Diablo 3, for instance, probably are all already back by now in Diablo 4.
It's just like a hockey fight where they're repeatedly punching each other in the face and no one's going down.
Pretty much.
Or actually,
You got
another
you
fun
got a
one is,
question, Kai? Go ahead. What's your question? I like to answer questions. That sounds like fun. Pizza? Where's my pizza, flea or fly? Flea fly, I want some pizza. You know someone named Cedar? The dude's name is Cedar. He's named. Oh man, that reminds me of that freaking comedy skit where they were making fun of the moving on up girl, the mom. Her name was Florida, and she's like, my name is Florida. So named after a state.
Not in town.
She was like so upset that her name was Florida. It was hilarious.
Oh, wow. Guys are Act 3. Nice.
All them bone spirits.
They go for a while.
Oh yeah, because they home, so they have to have a longer like time in the air. Unfortunately, they're very slow.
They're adorable, though.
Yeah, a very common tactic in PvP is to fire a bunch of them and then travel with them in the line. So you just run in the line, and that
Bunch
way
of
if
little
somebody
bloodhounds.
that way if somebody telestomps you or something like that while you're inside of your line, like all of them will hit them. And that's why people have been using things like the wolves and stuff like that, because the wolves will eat a bone spirit and like save you from being killed, because those things definitely they can hit really hard.
Not a problem. Not a problem, Novotny. Oh God. Reach the
Actually
river.
having trouble hitting things here. Yeah, 86% hit chance. Stuff here is probably
Rocket.
pretty high level. If you have a weapon that gives your merc an aura
Nice.
and he has a synergy as a skill, yes. So for instance, with meditation, that's the easiest example I can give you. If you put a meditation polearm on a prayer merc, the prayer synergy will affect the meditation and add regeneration to the meditation, so you'll end up with double regen.
That is, in fact, what I'm doing right now.
It's nice to have double regen.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't understand the reference of Skeeter Jean, Lord Giza. I imagine it's humorous, though. Great
I
Marsh.
should probably throw 1 point into Frenzy so I can build stacks.
Great Marsh. Okay.
Would definitely help my damage output.
It's a fun game.
Oh, there's Great Marsh.
Oh, just wait. This is 1080p. New computer. Rocking the
Inconceivable.
4K. Oh, yeah.
I like how you keep using that word as the current winning option on the poll, too. You keep using that word. I do not think you know what it means. Inconceivable. My favorite part of Princess Bride is actually not in the movie. I've talked about this before
What?
on stream.
Not in the
My
movie?
Yes, my favorite part of Princess Bride is literally the fact that Andre the Giant, who was a famous wrestler, apparently forced his other wrestler friends, Hulk Hogan, and I can't remember the other two. Apparently they were like bestest buddies, and they would come over and he would force them all to sit down and watch Princess Bride with him, and then ask for their opinions, because he really valued their opinions on his acting skills. He was very proud of Princess Bride. Apparently that was one of his like pride and joy movies. And just the thought of like Andre the Giant and like Hulk Hogan and can't remember all of his friends. I'm sure that if I look up,
Dude, all Andre had to do was like pick up Hulk Hogan and carry him to his
Carry him
theater.
to the couch.
Like, that's all he had to
I've
do.
heard stories about some of
Just
his
carry
drinking
him to the
stories,
couch.
man. Andre loved
Dude, the
to
guy
drink.
was huge. Hulk Hogan was
heard
like
that.
a baby.
Yeah, a normal-sized can of beer in Andre the Giant's hand with like
Seriously.
some of those little mini cans that you get from.
Dude, I remember like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was like reminiscing about like one of his. I think maybe it wasn't his first like encounter with Andre the Giant, but it was one of the encounters, and the guy just like picked up Arnold Schwarzenegger and just set him on like a nightstand. Like he just set him on the nightstand just casually. It's like he just took a 6'2" human being, like a big 6'2" human being, and
he's
just
a
set him on the nightstand like nothing, like a baby.
I watched the YouTube video, man, of Jake the Snake Roberts telling a story about, because Jake the Snake Roberts originally came into wrestling as a referee, and one of the jobs that he had was to drive Andre the Giant from the hotel to the ring.
Man, all right.
And he tells the story about he was just a beer drinking machine. He'd drink like cases at a time.
Dude, yeah, he would. Dude, he like
Hell, a case
that-
of beer to him was like equivalent of a cup.
Like
Yeah,
a shot
like-
glass.
Dude, I think about like these relatively like small human being that made a YouTube video about just drinking a fifth of Jack Daniels, and like friggin' Andre the Giant, like if he had done it, I wouldn't worry at all. Like, dude, it's like, all right, that guy's not gonna die. He's like 400 pounds. Like, he's fine.
It was 535 pounds.
Okay. Touche. Yeah.
And that's probably
There you go. There you go. It's like
When I was 11
he
years
is
old,
not at
wrestled
risk
the
at
local high
dying
school.
with a fifth of
I
Jack
watched him
Daniels.
slap a guy at a high school. They wrestled at a high school in town here, and the guy accidentally, he hit him with the. They were using a crescent wrench to ring the bell, and the gag was he was going to hit him with it, and he actually hit him with it, and caused him to bleed. And for about the next 7 minutes, Andre the Giant just pushed him in the corner and open hand slapped that guy until his whole chest was a grossest looking bruise I've ever seen.
Oh god.
My grandfather, all the way home, kept saying, "Well, that certainly wasn't fake."
Yeah. There you go. It's like a lot of wrestling is fake. That was not.
Yeah, that was clearly not fake.
Like, I'll tell you what, like any wrestling match, like any WWF match that he lost was fake. I'll tell you what.
I mean, hell, the fart on Princess Bride was completely unscripted. I think he still holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest fart.
Like a freaking horse farter.
There you go.
Like 1 minute and
Dude,
something second.
No
Like,
one
it's-
could match that capacity of a colon. Yep, I believe that. Yep. I wholeheartedly believe that. Like, yep. Can only have a colon so big. Unless you're a giant.
Kick your little baskets. There's a guy in the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum who grew like ridiculously tall, and apparently the reason why he died was because he got freaking tetanus from his leg braces. Because his legs were growing so fast that he couldn't support his own weight. And there's totally a thing apparently, like when you get too heavy, like you can't support your weight anymore. Like, I don't know if you guys ever heard like the
Yeah.
old saying, like if an ant were the size of a human, like, and people are like, well, if an ant was the size of a human, like, you know, he would kill us all. Like, but then the scientists come along and they're like, no, if the ant was the size of the human, he would weigh like X amount of pounds and he would like literally collapse under his own weight.
Mm.
Like, you can only get so big as a human before eventually, like, it just doesn't work anymore. Like, you're just too big, and your bones can't support your weight anymore. Your skeletal structure doesn't quite work right anymore. I'm sure Andre probably had some issues because he was pushing that ridiculous weight and height.
Yeah,
Although I don't think he was as tall as the Guinness Book World Record guy. I can't remember. I think he was like 7'8".
Oh yeah, no, like he wasn't, but he was
sort of 9 feet tall.
That's the dark side of gigantism, as it were. Is like a lot of times.
I think he'd be all right. I think because he didn't die because of the gigantism. I think he died specifically just because medical technology.
Yeah, he died from an infection from his.
Yeah,
from
he
his
died
braces.
from the infection from the braces. So he most likely would have lived a pretty long, a long life, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean he was a rather unfortunate one, honestly, it's because he was not a pure just gigantism like anomaly or just human being.
Well, according to what they said with him, it was so you have apparently everybody has like a mechanism inside their brain or whatever that tells their body to grow, and it's supposed to turn off at a certain point and basically tell you like, okay, yeah, you're big enough, that's good, stop growing. His apparently never turned off, so like he didn't. His brain never got the memo, and he was still like his body was still sending growth signals like way into his adulthood.
It's actually
just running around in a circle.
Pituitary
We
disease.
did. That's why I'm going backwards now because it's got to be down this way.
Yeah, I feel like we're just going around in a circle here.
Oh yeah, I went to the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum too. I stood next to the statue. He's insanely large.
I mean, you're a pretty big human being yourself, GGM. Like, I mean, like Andre, like he was like I feel like he was you, just like 10% you above you, right? Like not to call you fat, but you're a big human. You're a big human.
There's a lot of aspects to your size, right? So it's not just your height; it's also your width. So you can be a really tall person but still look relatively skinny. You can also be a relatively short person but still have a lot of girth to you, like as far as like your size goes. Like I feel like I've got like the broad shoulders, the like just I don't want to say fat, but wide. I'm a very wide individual. And then on top of that, I'm also a very tall individual too. I'm about 6'2", 6'3". It's been a while since I checked my height. But like the both of them combined, I'm just kind of a very big guy. But every now and then I come across a person that just makes me look tiny. Like I've come across a couple people that I'm like, hello, like looking up at them like I'm a child.
Oh, I sat next to a couple of professional basketball players at a WWF wrestling event in Portland, and the center for the Blazers at the time, he was a legitimate 7 feet tall, and he had a ring on his finger that he took off, and I slid it over 3 of my fingers. I'm a fairly small person. Those two gentlemen were massive human beings.
One of my favorite things is there's a video up for Shaquille O'Neal. It's literally just the video literally just says Shaquille O'Neal making things look small or something like that, and like he's holding like a regular bottle of water and he's got it in like 2 fingers and he's like he's got like a regular sized donut in his hand and he's holding it and it looks like it's like a freaking Oreo cookie,
like a play donut. Yeah,
it's just absolutely silly, like. And that's like the whole video is him just holding things that are absolutely ridiculous. And they and they look so ridiculous in his hands. What was it? There was another video where literally like he was on the talk show. I can't remember, Jimmy Kimmel, I think, and they switched jackets. So Jimmy Kimmel puts on his jacket, and Shaq puts on Jimmy Kimmel's jacket.
Yeah.
And like Jimmy Kimmel's not exactly a big person. Like I kind of think, what is he like? More like 5'8" or something like that.
Yeah, like
He's
mid
kind of more
fives.
like he's kind of more like an average size for a person. Like not ridiculously big, but not small either. Dude, it looked like he was wearing his dad's jacket, and he was like 5 years old. Like it legit looked like he was wearing his dad's jacket. It's silly. Who's got a fresh TP? I got lost in the jungle.
What up on Sid?
Flexible fun or flexible fun or declobber, TPO
I'm here.
or Sidhausen. Oh, it's
No, but it's
that's a
always
good
been,
point, Lurkies.
funny, like looking at the differences.
I should be
It gets even
checking
more ridiculous
the
when
gray
you have
gear.
Somebody who's really small next to somebody who's like really tall. I just get.
You'll have to forgive me. I'm a
Like,
little inebriated, so I'm just kind of chilling.
I deal with it all the
there
time
was a
on
pretty
the
funny
channel.
video
We
I
have
saw
vacation
though.
energy, and that's
So
like
you
tiny.
know how little people can also have, obviously they can have children, but apparently like they don't always come out as little people. So if two little people have children, they don't always come out as a little person. Sometimes they come out as a regular sized person. And so like you'll have like a mother and a father who have like a house that is made for little people. And their son or their daughter will be like a normal sized person walking around banging their head on doorways and like having to crouch down to do anything because they're the outsiders inside the house. And there was a video of a kid. He's like an average like 6 foot tall like teenager inside his mom's house, and his mom is all of like.
You guys go in the dungeon?
Not yet.
Not yet. Just murdering things relentlessly.
Gotcha.
The dungeon should be
I had a-
here. It's
I had a
probably
friend in
around-
high school.
around
It's
the
back
corner.
there.
His parents had Down syndrome.
Good lord, declone again. Dude, I swear, there is no way that all these Sojas are legitimate. There's no way. There's been so many declone spawns within like a 2-week period. It's like bordering on the insanity. Like nearly, I think it's nearly 100 declone spawnings in like a 2-week period now. It's literally like so many Sojas. Even if you went by the barest minimum of like 100 spawns, you're still talking about like 7,500 Sojas.
Somebody got stalls.
Oh,
Sid killed himself.
oh.
Congratulations.
I went to Eldritch and declone wasn't spawned, so
Someone got a TP on my corpse.
Yeah, mine's
so he's
Cool.
declone is probably spawned somewhere in Act 3. Just FYI.
We're in Nightmare.
Yeah, we're in Nightmare.
Oh,
yeah.
that's why. Duh.
Remember that guy? He's been drinking.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy's been drinking. Don't listen to him.
Yep.
Don't
Don't
listen to
listen to me. Too much Elijah Grit. Don't listen to me. It's alright. I'm gonna kill Eldritch just out of spite. Like, how dare you, Eldritch? How dare you not be
Oh, he
declawed?
dares. Oh, he dares.
Oh, he dares, and he dies as a result. That's the cost. Christopher
Did
Leslie.
you got any idea what sword
We're
you're
doing
gonna run
good.
next game?
We are,
Sure you
or
do.
I
I'm gonna be
rather,
running dual F flash rippers.
drank too much and
That'll be
Zotted.
nasty.
Zotted.
decided to
That'll be
Nah,
bloody.
level up
Those
the
things have
clobber.
1,000,000% open wounds on
Have
them.
some fun with
Oh,
it.
you got everything. Negative targets
Yeah,
defense, which I'm actually
let's
going to
do
be
a,
banking on to help make
probably
sure
a good
that I'm actually
time.
hitting the targets. So
Do
negative
a
50%
gear review.
targets defense.
Gear review. Ooh,
Heck yeah.
gonna look
But,
back on
it's
this
got other
and
things
just
too that are definitely going to be nice. I hate this stupid
face
little area.
palm. But
It's like
anyhow,
just take the longest
all right.
path that you can
After
possibly take, and that's how you get to your
an
freaking quest.
indeterminate
This freaking
amount
Lawbringer I have has that on there,
of
if I remember seeing
Elijah
correctly.
Craig.
Minus 50.
Cheers to you all. We have
Rather
Zach
ridiculous sword
Rantan.
against undead.
There it is
We
right there.
have G-Face.
Time to cheat.
We have a socketed, well, obviously,
That's right. I can leap
Griswold's
through grates.
ornate plate is always socketed.
Through grates.
In this instance, we
Portal
did,
up on the brain.
or I did,
on the brain, on the brain, on the big old
2-tier
brain,
and
brain,
an Ort
brain,
room
everywhere, brain.
for some mana and some lightning resist.
Brains.
Probably pretty time. Let's see.
Where the hell's what's his face though?
We could
I didn't see
probably
which
do
doctor I
this.
do.
Let's see. I mean, in this character, we really don't have
think he was up
Somebody
in
came
any
ahead of it already.
runes worth using, so
Endu.
alright. we'll reserve that socketed Griswolds. All right, we have an all res, so pretty nothing amulet.
And get your ass to bed.
We do have a Haas. We have a non-up Taz, so we are pretty
never did get the
hurting for
Smiter
gear,
on,
but
unfortunately.
as a dedicated smiter, we're
Well,
pretty
somebody else
safe.
got it.
got it.
Magnus skin, we have this on because I thought it'd be interesting to do the Orphan's Call set,
That's
You guys were
given
running
that
ahead
we
while were in the
have
dungeon.
G-Face.
We are
So
trying.
I just
um,
started following, man. I'm
we did
just
have
following and killing.
Wilhelm's
I want that
Pride.
stuff too.
I'm just gonna
But
stand in town, man.
really, I felt like
For a bit.
didn't really
I don't really
benefit
wanna
us
be
because
going ahead
like
like
the
that.
the leech, with
GGM
smite
used JSP.
really doesn't
So
help
impressive.
us.
No, I
Enhanced
did not.
defense, a little bit help, but
Takes the fun out
not
of it.
much. 10% cold res, not much. Somebody dropped a blade buckle. Felt like that was a better use for the character at this time. So faster hit recovery, strength, dex, pretty decent. So we're using that. What do we have for pretty much like attack rating doesn't matter for us with smite. So we're looking at a little bit of energy. That's no longer really a problem for us.
I'm very much so a
but
journey guy.
It is what it is.
Not the band,
It's
by the
really
way,
a,
although they're
a
decent.
dual res ring.
Uh,
Not much.
The journey has always
Five-
been a lot more fun
five
'cause
fire
I think the end
res,
results- Yes, the end result
16
is fun. don't
poison
get me
res,
wrong, like,
not
I-
much.
I am excited to see how
Raven
the
Frost
character turns
for
out, but
cannot be
I don't
frozen.
like
For
skipping
the
everything along the
dexterity
The real treasure
helps
is the
us
friends we
with
made along
block
the way.
chance. Actually,
Well, I just want to. I
Speaking
want to
of,
experience the
what are we
character. I
at?
wanna have fun leveling up with the
54.
abilities and know how they
but
work.
when we
and, like,
we're at
so it's
75
definitely useful
max block. No big deal.
to figure out these characters
And
even at their lower
Alder's
levels.
boots. So if we were in
That way, when somebody asks me
declone
like how to
killing
build their character,
mode,
and they're like, level,
we'd
like
be
19
using
and
these,
they're,
but
like in
I
Act
want
3,
the
and I can give them some good advice
faster run
as
walk
opposed to like everybody else who's like,
for the
like, hey, can you help
playthrough
me
that
out?
we're
I need to
doing.
figure out how to build my sorceress.
So,
get an
we're
infinity
doing
and
that.
a Griffin's
That
idea
helps us
and
out
build
with
lightning.
fire
They're like,
res,
but I'm level
some
5.
fast run walk, some
I'm like, well,
life.
I don't know what to tell you.
Get
And-
levels.
Get
that's
rushed.
pretty much it. Like,
Kill stuff. You want me to rush
okay,
you? No, I
damage
don't want you to
taken
rush
to
me.
mana helps us out
Stop
a
it.
little bit,
I have
but
found
not too
sewer
bad.
leather.
In a nightmare, we're
That's
rocking
on the, top
75,
left.
75, fire and light. So feeling
You found level 2?
really good about
Yeah.
that. Those
I'm just
the
over here
primary res that we want.
Mjoideren.
Poison res,
Portal application.
decent. You know, like C tier, 63%, 47% on cold res.
need the eyeball,
Really are not leaning
I got
on
one.
any
You got an eyeball?
charms or
Okay.
Yeah.
anything like that. Just,
We have
you
an
know,
eyeball,
kind of
ladies
playing
and
through
gentlemen.
as is.
Now
Is
we
what
just
it
gotta
is.
get to that trap. Back in anymore.
These are here mostly just for the increased attack speed, the fire res.
Freaking elite
That's
undead
really what they're
freaking
offering.
douchebags over here.
I have these
Freaking pack
on
of
because
elite
I thought it'd be
dolls.
interesting to
I was scared
use
enough
the
with the
3
one that
set
got away
bonus
from you.
or maybe even the 4 set bonus.
I'm doing
But
alright with the dolls. 'cause
you know,
I got
on-
pretty good.
upon using those,
Mhm.
not really seeing
yeah,
a
you said
lot
you
of
weren't a
value
shop stop
with
now, right?
35
Yeah, I just
life,
went ahead and put it on.
attacker damage
I
of
was gonna save
4.
it for my merc. but,
So
like, he can't use it
opting
yet,
for
or he can probably
the
use it
faster
now,
hit rate.
Actually,
So as a result, sticking with the 35 life, not too bad. Let's see. Who's chatting? Doing okay. Oh, good to hear, Christopher. Try and finish up some server maintenance. Yeah, I missed new character day. Oh, it's all right, Christopher. We'll have more character days. I'm a little inebriated right now. And maintaining. But we'll have some more. Don't you worry.
me stupid zealots.
In fact, you're the one that is, I feel like, most frequently reached out with new character kind of interests. So feel free, please do, like, direct message me on Discord. Let me know your available times, and I'll try to move some mountains, move my calendar kind of schedule, and try to accommodate your time of interest. So let me know. We can absolutely do new character day more often.
All these sparkles.
Very interested personally in that. Really just personally love the playing through the game.
Yeah.
That's this
Yeah,
Lawbringer.
I've done my share of
Sanctuary, I think is what
target
it's called.
farming and farming
Sanctuary is real
in
nice.
general, magic
Dude, it is
finding,
unbelievable.
that sort of
It gets
thing. But
undead. Crazy.
really enjoy, personally
We're missing
playing
some
through the
people.
game.
We don't have
So
everybody here.
don't you or anybody else watching shy away from the opportunity for
Yep, definitely another drawback is
Playing
people
through the
racing
game.
ahead.
see.
Separated way too
yeah.
easy.
It's usually just one or two specific people that don't get the memo. Like I swear, sometimes if this was real life, they'd get smacked in the back of the head and be like, "Look, dummy."
5% better chance of magic find.
What really gets me about it is that it's like
Super
it's not
low.
really that difficult
Cold res,
concept to
super low.
understand.
Attack rating,
We're just
really
walking,
low.
Like we're having fun playing a game.
Strength,
You don't need to run ahead. You
really
don't need
low.
to
Oh,
put up waypoints.
it's-
You don't need to do any of that crap.
it's a really
Just stick with
terrible
the group and
ring.
kill stuff. Like it's
honestly,
the
it's
simplest
like-
thing in the world.
Required 15.
Just
Okay,
play
like
the game.
there are limits on that. I feel like maybe +5 strength might be the max roll for that
Once you reach level
that
99, you
level
don't play
roll,
anymore.
but
It's true
even
though.
then-
Like I haven't played my Frostbite Amazon since like
not
level 99.
not
really.
looking at anything.
Like, I
I
think I
feel
pulled her up
like
once or twice for
+8
demonstration
or
purposes.
+10
I gamble with
is
her
the
because
max
she's
for
level 99.
strength.
That's like her best use. Right now is
plus
gambling, just so I can
cold
get those
res,
sweet, sexy,
just a
high-level
single
gambles,
resistance.
There are
I
so
feel
many
like
freaking dolls over here.
at level 15, it's definitely a max of 10, maybe even 15 cold reds. Chance of getting magic items
Yeah, be careful with the
easily
and the dolls.
with
who get
level
yourself killed.
15. I feel like is at
Oh yeah, I've
least
learned
8,
to
if not
pop corpses
10%
where other people are standing.
better chance of magic find. So it's
Okay.
really
Kill your friend.
I've killed myself
pretty
once. I
disappointing,
learned that
bro.
lesson.
Just kill your
We'll settle that.
friend.
Just
Right.
gotta
That's
learn
what we
someone
do.
else that lesson.
All right.
Oh, there's level 2 right here.
All right. With that,
See if we
we
can find this
will
waypoint.
re-enter voice chat unless. There we go. We'll say no worries.
Never really understood why there's like
of
blood fountains in here.
energy.
And where do they get the blood to just like have a permanent fountain that's just not just one or two, but like a lot of blood fountains just
The
Or
no
like the
worries,
blood
plenty
ponds.
It's like, yeah, there's like a
New
whole blood
character day to
pond.
go.
Like,
DM
they got
me.
the do-janks. Like,
Yeah, it's like that's where the rest of the population went.
DM me preferred times.
I see somebody has Cloak of Shadows.
I'll try to sync with those. Nice.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's
there-
actually where he's doing
There
the
are
work,
just
man.
like giant
Thank
piles of
thank
bodies
you
down
for
here,
the
though, so, like, I don't know.
feedback, Christopher.
So it's just
I am
Is there a
Giant
cooldown? Is there a
pools
cooldown on Cloak of
pretty-
Shadows? It doesn't seem like it just casts whenever
pretty
you push it.
dedicated
Yes,
to
there's a cooldown, and the higher level
making
it goes,
this
the longer the
stream a
cooldown
thing.
is. It's silly.
despite my
Like there's kind of like a whole thing with Cloak of Shadows where the lower level
inebriatedness.
version is spammable, which is nice, but it has the very weak effect, and the higher level version is
So,
not
yeah.
spammable, but it has a really long duration.
really
Basically,
Really,
as long as
thank
Cloak
you
of Shadows is up, it can't be recast, and the higher level it is, the longer the
commenting,
duration of the skill is,
and
and then you can't recast it.
honestly,
So it kind of sucks, but at the
I
same
have no
time, it is
problem.
really powerful
Ooh.
though when it gets to a high
Let's
level.
see.
It
Oh,
gets
there's
to
an
like,
Oculus.
Aki just
Oculus.
dropped on the ground.
You gotta go around?
All right, go for Naki.
ghoul.
Just random Aki.
15 MF.
It's
No,
really good when there's a
Yeah.
lot of density.
We don't have any sorceress though, so
Mm-hmm.
not
just
real sold with
18
that.
assassins and
Yeah.
a necromancer.
Anyhow,
Yep.
You can tell
Christopher,
it's late in the season.
Sounds like a
I am
sitcom.
very motivated to sync up with the
I'm
time that
pretty
interests you.
Do I think that the next ladder will start?
I
next
really
month?
enjoy
I'm sure that we'll get an announcement.
fresh
Like, I'm not
character,
going to speculate
new
this
character
time like I
day.
did last time because
that
they
sort of
didn't
thing. So
launch the ladder when
let
they
me know,
were supposed to.
please.
And then like when they
What
were supposed to
time
launch
frame,
the ladder, I
works
put
for
out a
you?
video and I'm like, ladder should be
I
out by
will,
now. And then they were like,
Yeah, it's
about
right here, right here.
ladder.
Can't guarantee, given my
About that.
recovery from this bourbon. I don't know if
I think it's kind of funny,
I can
actually, how,
guarantee
like,
to the schedule
silly
tomorrow,
the whole
but
thing.
going forward, I can commit to the schedule that works for you or
I guess
anybody
we'll
else
see.
that
I mean, 4 months was the original statement that they made, but then this one didn't last
choose
for
the
4
time
months,
zone.
or it wasn't 4 months. It was longer
So,
than 4 months, though. The previous.
let me
one.
know via
I know.
direct
And
message.
who knows what
Please
else they've
do.
got cooking. I mean, I guess we'll know. You'll probably know when ladder comes because I'm assuming there's going to be new rune words this
I
season.
can schedule
season
a
3.
stream accordingly.
So they'll probably start leaking the rune words. Look, here's some more freaking rivers of blood over here. Just going down a grate too. Like just it's going down to level 3. Like those are Mephisto's feeding troughs. Little did we know we could have just poisoned his feeding troughs and killed Mephisto that way.
For life. Love it.
Not here.
Did you guys find the waypoint?
Greetings.
We did a while ago. It was actually like right near the entrance.
Not in town.
Excellent.
Not
We
here.
still haven't found level 3, but we're working on it.
Top
Oh,
right.
it's up in the top corner.
I couldn't hear anything you guys said.
Interesting.
It's on top right.
There's like 18 people talking.
Increased
all at once.
attack speed. It is ethereal. 7 durability. Not gonna
Don't
last
sleep on them
very
nightmare small
long.
jams. You can get all res 5s.
It's too bad. Well,
You're more likely to
I
get
mean,
the all res 5s
at
than you
level
are to get the other one.
24. I feel like it's decent. It's decent.
Come on,
See.
double sting. Let's go.
All right. If this is the waypoint. It is not. That's all right.
There's so many monsters in between me and you guys. All right, level 53, dang. Some more freaking blood pools.
Mm-hmm.
All the blood pools.
Oops. All right. Burkeros.
He's one of my my favorite actors. Freaking the guy that does the inconceivable.
Yeah. What?
Come here, Meffy Peppy.
What else has that actor done?
I'm pretty sure he was. I could be wrong. Hold on. I'm pretty sure he was the Grand Nagus.
Grand Nagus.
Grand Nagus Zek. Grand Nagus Zek was. Trying to find his actor. Played by Wallace Shawn. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, Grand
Wallace
Nagus
Shawn.
Zek. I don't know if you ever
Yeah.
watched Deep Space Nine, but yeah, Grand Nagus Zek is one of my favorites of that series as well. Like he's got a couple of really good roles under his belt, and they're honestly, he plays Grand Nagus Zek just like he plays the character of Princess Bride.
Hmm.
It's like the same character, but he's an alien. All right, who wants this Oculus in stream right now? Merry Christmas. Whoever wants it, come get it. It's yours for free.
Oculus.
For free 99.
Whoa.
For free 99.
Dude, that actor was in Young Sheldon. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Dude,
I just don't think
he's been in a ton.
I don't think he's
just
ever been
like
the main character. I think that's what it is. He's usually a sub character, which is part of like his whole thing.
Yeah.
But he plays a really good sub character.
Yeah.
Like he's usually
No,
pretty good.
that's the thing is like I googled him, so it's saying like Young Sheldon. Let's see, like the big. He was in Gossip Girl. Interesting. The Addams Family too.
He does a lot of cameos.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of cameos.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like a 9,000% sure. Like he's like, I don't want to say he's the king of cameos because I know.
Dude, like every other of his cast, like mentions on IMDb is like a TV show. Gossip Girl, Summer Camp Island, The Bug Diaries. Yeah. So he's like the master of like second lead, or well, I don't know what that means. I guess you're right. It's like the master of the supporting character.
He's funny, is what he is.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Sorry, refreshing my merc. I need the attack rating.
Dude, it's same as
you guys won't cry
what
about
is
the
his
attack rating
name?
either.
Oh, dude, like Carl Urban. Like, dude, until The Boys, right? If you've seen The Boys, Carl Urban was like the pivotal supporting character. Dude, he was in everything. He was in like Lord of the Rings. He was gosh. Shit. I've got to like Google him because
Yeah, there's a couple of characters that like are really good supporting characters. They're usually not the main character, but they're like really good in that role.
Oh, in Star Trek. Right. So he was in Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, Thor Ragnarok, Riddick. Dude, he was like in all the frickin' films over the last decade, but he was never the main character until The Boys.
Behold my stuff.
Or Dredge. Yeah, exactly. Behold.
I feel like
stuff.
The Boys is kind of like stretching it though, because like, does The Boys really have a main character?
Well, it's got like 5 main characters. That's true.
Well, you got 2
Let's be
different
fair.
groups. You got each group has what, like 4 or 5 people in each group,
Mhm.
and then there's also like the main villain, which I guess isn't either of the groups. That's like the conglomerate that owns the superheroes or whatever. I can't even remember the name of the conglomeration at this particular moment, but
Yeah. Well,
like,
V. It's just
like
the corporation
there's
V.
so many there's so many characters in that show that it's kind of hard to like pinpoint and say any one character is like the main character. Like when you think of The Boys, honestly, Homelander is the one that stands out the most, just because
he stands out the most for the primary antagonist. But
I'm not saying he's a hero. I mean, I don't really think any of the characters in the show are really technically heroes. I mean, everybody's murdering somebody, and there's all sorts of nasty things going on. I mean, the guys that are technically on the side of the good, I guess you would say, are still running around murdering people. Like, so like they're what do you call them? Anti-heroes at that point.
Yeah.
Because a hero doesn't murder. So if you're killing things, you're an anti-hero at that point.
What do you mean?
And I don't know what the hell you'd be called if you're killing heroes. So they're anti-heroes that kill other heroes.
Yeah, so on a more generic kind of meta level with storytelling, an anti-hero is basically a protagonist who does antagonistic things to drive the story without the need for an antagonist.
Well, that's the interesting thing about The Boys, and that's what I think makes it such an like engaging show for people.
Yeah,
is that I don't think there really is like a hero so much as there's just like there's no real main character so much as there's just a bunch of shades of gray all over the damn place.
Oh yeah, dude,
even
it's
some
like
of
the Entourage formula. I feel like
even some of the heroes in The Boys are good guys. Like the beauty pageant girl, I can't remember her name right off the top of my head.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
she's
Starlight.
one of the good guys, but she's also one of those heroes.
Yeah.
And then technically, can you really call Homelander a villain? I mean, he's bad. I would say he's evil, like even to the point where he's
misdirected.
He's just a bad person.
Yeah.
But he's also technically a creation of an evil conglomerate organization that literally
He's traumatized.
made him that way and traumatized him from an early childhood. Like he's effed up. Like he's effed up in the head. And if you know, if life was fair, he'd be in a freaking insane asylum getting better. But
well, but
you know,
I mean,
not
you
fair,
you
and
can say that
he's-
about pretty much every antagonist in existence, right? Like
but the thing is,
the
he's so
the
powerful,
backstory
though.
to every antagonist, right,
He's
is
so powerful,
the
though, that he
system
would have
has
to
built him.
submit, right? He would have to submit to actually get help. And I think that's another big issue with him is that, like, even if they wanted to try and get him the help he needs and try and, like, you know, rehumanize him or bring him back down to earth or whatever you want to call it, like, he would have to actually submit to do it because there's no way they're forcing him. They're not going to force him to sit in a room with a freaking, you know, like a psychiatrist to help him figure out his daddy issues or his mommy issues or whatever the hell
He's
got going
gone
on.
too far.
He's gonna laser beam the freaking psychiatrist and kill him.
Yeah, it's physically
It's like-
impossible to force him to do anything whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
Like, and that's kind of what I'm getting at is like he would have to, you know, submit just the same way that like it always that part of like Superman, like, you know, Superman movies and stuff like that, or superhero movies where the hero gives himself up, always like gives me the tingles because I'm like, dude, this guy could kill every single one of you.
Yeah.
It'd be like the Hulk gives himself up to the police, and I'm just like,
If the Hulk gets mad enough, he could crack the universe in half.
like, and the police officer's being a jerk. Like the police officer would like be a jerk to the Hulk too. Like he's literally giving himself up, and the police officer's like, "Get over here, like sit down," you know, like trying to be all bossy and everything. And I'm like, dude, calm it down. He's the freaking Hulk, all right?
Yeah. It's like
Snap
easy,
you in
dude.
half. Like
It's like
easy.
slow your roll.
Thank you for your
Ask him
cooperation. sir.
politely if he could get in the vehicle. Like,
Yeah.
say, please, sir, could you step into the vehicle at your leisure?
Yeah.
If you could do that, it would make my day. I'm just saying, I really would really appreciate it. And also, here's a Snickers bar.
I'll put that to good use.
Because, like, you know that snap, what was it when Hulk and Thor were fighting together? And,
Not in town.
like, Hulk was like, really angry, and they ended up winning, but Hulk was still angry, and he just, like, punched Thor, like, through the wall.
Not here.
Mhm.
Like, but that's Thor, right? So Thor can take it. Like, but imagine you were just having a fun time with Hulk, and he just, like, freaking did that to you. Like, just that would just be brains on the wall. You'd be, you're done. You're done. That's it. Oops.
Yep.
It's a lowercase low rune.
There's an absolutely hilarious comic, by the way, that somebody drew, and it was the Spider-Man and the Hulk were sitting on the couch, and they were watching He-Man apparently, and like I can't remember Adam. That was his name. Adam. He gets beat up and he drops the sword, and somehow the sword like hits a portal and like literally comes through the TV and falls in front of Spider-Man and the Hulk. And Spider-Man picks up the sword and he says the words. He says, "By the power of Grayskull," and he gets like all these beefy muscles, and he's like he Spider-Man. And then Hulk says, "Give him that." And Hulk says, you know, "By the power of Grayskull." And Hulk already has massive muscles. And so he just gets more muscles on top of his muscles. And it's absolutely hilarious. And he's literally He-Hulk. It's freaking awesome. It just had me cracking up. Just the thought of the Hulk holding He-Man's sword and then calling out, "By the power of Grayskull."
It's like
there's just something hilarious
like,
about that all in itself.
I'm already at maximum, but give me maximumer.
Maximumer.
In the existence is like, all right, let's see
How strong
what happens.
can you be? Let's
Yeah.
you know,
Let's see.
like what happens if you crossbreed Superman with the Hulk and add in the He-Man sword? What's up, Rifty? I'm doing a double swing build, nothing too fancy. But my catch on the build is I'm gonna be using daggers when I hit my max level, so I'm gonna be using flesh rippers.
Well, don't undersell it. You're using like Zotted daggers, right?
Oh yeah, I already got one. I need to. If anybody has an F Zotted flesh ripper out there with a decent ED, I'll give you a server in for it. I need a second one.
That's gonna
I do have a ghost
pretty freaking powerful as Frenzy Barb. For sure.
He's not Frenzy, he's double swing.
So
double swing is
just
double swing is a little different.
Just double swing. All right. Nice.
I like double swing.
Llama made a video with a frenzied flesh ripper barb, and he beat the declone with it.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's got negative target defense, crushing blow, open wounds. I mean, what's not in the line?
Hellforge is down in the south.
I should have 100% deadly strike. I should have really high CB. I mean, like I'm gonna be running really high on pretty much all the nice do chains. I was thinking about in the offhands, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 2 crescent moons. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because that way, whenever I get into like a big group of monsters, I'll have like a way to soften up the whole group. I'll just swap over, you know, do my little double swing, do janks, and get all those nice static field procs, and then just switch back. Everything be nice and softened. I'm going to work down to Frenzy now. I'm going to put 1 point in Frenzy. I plan on using the Frenzy for the attack speed bonus, but not much else.
You know, that might be an interesting build with the if you're focusing on double swing, you could build the synergies for Frenzy.
Just the stamina.
Well, yeah, the stamina. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking.
It's
I was
like
actually considering that.
max that out so it has the maximum duration. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to have a lot of points. I'm not going to have a lot of things to put points in because double swing only has 1 synergy, so that was only a 40-point investment right there. And then, like, I'm really not going to be doing a whole lot else.
Nice.
1 point in Frenzy, of course. I'm going to max out the Blade Mastery because I definitely need the attack rating.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Like if you're playing a melee class, you gotta focus on attack rating.
Yep.
I'm probably gonna use Atmas and have a Reaper's Toll Merc. I feel like it's a good combination.
Oh yeah. Atmas.
Here's a crazy idea. What if you had a Lacerator on swap and just swing with it?
Lacerator?
Yeah, it's got 33% chance for amp damage.
That or the Lawbringer. Either way, like you have that proc, sure, but you're gonna be doing a Reaper's Toll Merc, so you're gonna have that proc anyway. So.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to hit with it because if it's an axe and I'm going with swords, I'm kind of in that like gray area where I'm going to lose all the attack rating when I swap over to axes.
That is a problem.
I mean, you're kind of pigeonholed into your build, like with the barbarian. Like once you build your mastery for that particular weapon, you kind of have to stick with those weapons, which is why I was thinking Crescent Moons on the swap because they're so you do phase blades.
Oh yeah.
Because I'll just do 2 Crescent Moon phase blades for the static field procs.
Your Grimoird's also going to be more potent than an Ant as long as you can get corpses outside of bosses, of course.
I mean, I'm assuming at some point I'll probably build some shouts or something. I don't know. I'll have extra points to do with what I want. I'm really just trying to focus on getting the damage up so that I can actually kill things. Well, it's one of the biggest issues with melee classes is that like if you don't focus on the damage, like from the beginning. If you start like spreading your points out too much, like, you'll find very quickly you just can't kill things. Either you don't have the attack rating to kill them, or you don't have the damage to kill them. One or the other.
Yeah.
Or both.
Which I think you mentioned on a previous stream, like the double swing. If you're focusing on that, like it's really tough on attack rating.
Dude, the martial
Right?
arts
Like
are
it's super low on attack rating.
Link it.
All right.
You
So
make
now
it
I
easier to try to
have,
tell
I have my
people.
frenzy stacks. So now I can attack a little bit faster, which is definitely nice. I mean, all I got to do is tap it every once in a while, and it does stack nicely with double swing. Not only does double
well,
swing,
it does, but
increase.
I don't think it doesn't really it doesn't stack attack rating very well. So that's the thing.
So what you're looking at with when you build frenzy stacks is the attack speed and the run walk. Like that's what you're getting.
That's the main
You don't
thing.
get the damage and you don't get the attack rating, but you do get the attack speed and the run walk speed.
Yeah.
So I get the run around faster. I get the attack faster, which is really all that matters.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Venus
and
belt.
that's why I harp on the attack rating, like, is because it's really, really nice. You attack faster, but if you're still not hitting your target, it's tough.
Oh, it's very tough to make sure that you're hitting your target on the melee character, especially since the character screen lies to you.
Yeah, for sure. You can't just like rely on that to like check where your status is. You have to know. Yeah, that's a
like
good
how fast
that's a
freaking,
good point, Novotny, with the lacerator. Like that's what I felt with the lacerator with my kicks in, is the chance to flee was more annoying than the benefit of the amp damage prop.
Well, for a throwing character, it makes sense because you want the monsters to not be near you as a throwing character.
Oh yeah.
But as a melee character, you want them to stay there and get their butts.
Exactly. Yep.
You want them to.
This is
die.
like the kicks in, like it loves the amp damage proc, but the chance to flee just negates that for sure.
I'm like, no, Mr. Bond.
No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to stay still so I can kill you.
That was that Goldfinger quote, actually. I'm pretty sure he actually said that too.
Oh yeah.
It was something
No,
along the
no,
lines
Mr.
of,
Bond.
he's like,
I expect you to die.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Bond. I expect you to die.
Oh yeah.
Goldfinger's a great movie, by the way. It's one of the best James Bond movies, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. If no one's seen it, watch it.
Like, the whole plot behind Goldfinger is, I think, really unique and original as well. Like, as far as villain movies go, it's
like
he
that
basically
was the
steals a
first
nuclear
time.
bomb,
Yeah.
and instead of like trying to blow up like a city or trying to blackmail somebody or like it's just like he didn't go through the normal supervillain process, and instead of like making a threat against something, he didn't like bother to notify anyone or let anyone like contact any world governments or anything like that.
He didn't broadcast
made a
his
plan.
intentions. He was just like, no, I expect you to die.
He wasn't
and
trying
that's
to
it.
destroy the world. He wasn't trying to, like blackmail a country. He wasn't trying to do anything like absolutely insane. Like he had a really logical idea, which was I'm going to collect as much gold as I can, and then I'm going to destroy basically the gold reserves at Fort Knox so that my gold is worth more than everybody else's. So that he would basically be the richest person in the entire world. Because once he has his gold stockpiles, and once all the gold in Fort Knox is irradiated and is no longer usable, his gold skyrockets. And it was a freaking genius plan. And honestly, even if he had succeeded, I can't really say that things would have really been all that terrible. Like, I mean, yeah, he would have been rich, and I'm assuming that the people in the Fort Knox area probably would have died. But like overall, it's not really like the same kind of plan that you normally see in James Bond movies.
We probably just would have backed off the gold standard sooner than we actually did.
Well, okay.
Actually, I think that happened long before
that's
then.
giving the current president a lot of credit. Let's be honest.
No, what?
Oh yeah.
What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah.
We're talking about a movie.
No, the gold standard.
No,
something
I'm talking
that was
about the
back
movie,
in, like,
and that
we
is
haven't
giving
been on the gold standard in a long time.
in the context of the movie, that is giving a lot of credit to the president. That's all I'm saying.
It's not necessarily the president's call to make.
I don't really think it would work anyway. I mean, the gold is still the standard for a lot of countries. It's not like they got rid of the world's gold. They just got rid of the United States gold. So, you know, Europe and all those other countries like China and Japan and like Australia, they still have gold reserves, and they're not going to be like, your gold isn't worth anything anymore, America. Okay, well, we'll just throw ours out. We don't need it anymore. No, they're going to be like, okay, well, my gold's worth more money now. I mean, granted, the United States, I don't think would have been like bad off in that scenario anyway, because they still have a lot of things that are worth money besides gold.
Oh yeah.
You know, steel.
I mean,
copper,
they're
silver,
number two in gold production
All the bullets.
compared with Brazil. I think it is the number one. But
I mean, we got plenty of stuff besides gold. I guess is what I'm saying. So like, it wouldn't have been the end of the United States anyway.
Oh yeah.
No, we have all the bullets.
Who's got a mullet?
Bullets. I think he said, not mullets.
Bullets.
We have all the mullets too, I'm pretty sure.
We have the gold-plated bullets. Ooh.
Gold-plated mullets.
Also, I thought his
gold. That's true. Gold-plated mullets. That's more valuable than gold-plated bullets.
I thought the way he smuggled gold was pretty ingenious too, which was to literally make a car out of gold. I thought that was pretty cool. Although I'm concerned about the logistics of it. Like, if you actually did make a car out of gold, it probably wouldn't go very fast.
Oh yeah,
because it would be really heavy. And on top of that, the tires would have to be like some magnificent beasts to be able to support that weight.
It would be heavy and freaking the freaking body would deform. Like, let's be honest.
I mean, but it's not really about whether the car survives, right? They only need to like drive it across the border, right?
It is
needs to survive
if the said car was,
we're not talking about 300,000 miles here. Like,
well, no, but I mean, like if the said car, like, I mean, you build a car that is full of gold, like, you want it to like meet the standard of 0 to 60, and if you're gonna do that, like, you're gonna build a car that is not meant to last. Like,
it's
that's
gonna be
just
rough.
what it is.
It's gonna be rough. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a smooth ride. It's gonna be a little bumpy.
Yeah. Well,
but
it'll be a smooth ride for the first year, but after that,
I mean, he melted him down as soon as he got him to his factory, so he didn't really care. Like,
oh yeah,
he would literally just make them, and then, for all we know, he probably had like a freaking like mold that he poured the gold into, and it was just like he maybe even reused the same car a couple times.
Oh yeah,
like kept
and I mean, giving Goldfinger credit, right? Like he would have modified the warranty contract, right? It's like he would have.
There's also something to be said that we don't know necessarily if it was pure gold, like, because pure gold obviously would be very heavy and very soft, but maybe it was like an alloy of gold. Maybe it was like 18 karat or like 14 karat gold. Like I feel like 14 karat gold would probably be a little bit easier to make a car out of than say like 24 karat gold, which is really soft.
Yeah. Yeah,
And especially pure
I mean,
gold. Pure gold would have been a
like going along the going along the canon of Goldfinger. I would absolutely say this is like maybe 20% gold. Right,
like
so it's like 20% gold, 80% steel, or whatever the alloy is. Absolutely.
Well, what was the Cheech and Chong band? What was the ratio of wheat
that.
or steel?
Here.
Well, we also don't know if the entire car was made out of gold, though. Like, obviously, it still had seats, it still had steering wheel. Like maybe it was just the outer casing. Maybe it was just the hood, like the fenders.
Yeah.
You know, like
it was probably like a gold-plated thing. Honestly, like if his angle was warranty and longevity, like it had to be a gold-plated thing.
There was a scene in Goldfinger where he's melting down the car and like the whole frame of the car is going in. So like it's like the outer, like it's obviously it's not going to be like the steel springs underneath or like the tire wheel wells or any of that other stuff. But like, I think the entire top of the car at the very least, like the hood, you know, like the actual fenders around the vehicle, like like the doors. Like it seemed like the outer part of the car was definitely gold, but not the inside.
Well, or a gold alloy.
Yeah, we were thinking gold alloy because it makes more sense.
Yeah.
I would just feel sorry for whoever got hit by that car.
Yep.
Well, I mean, actually, come to think of it, since it's gold and it's really soft, wouldn't it deform like a modern car?
It probably would. It's like the guy gets out and is like, "Did you
like, I barely
hit me?"
you, and like the car
It's
just looks
like-
like a.
It's like I barely hit you. Yeah. At like 10 miles an hour is like, why is your car like in half right now? That seems odd.
Look at 10 mile an hour.
Yeah. It's like a 10, 15 mile an hour collision. Like, why is your car like in half? What's happening here? Oh, that's a fair point, Novotny. Yep. If you're gold plating a car, you're probably going to pay for extended warranty. That's true. Like
Bond basically defeats himself in that movie too, which was pretty cool.
No.
Like he plays chicken with the other car that's coming at him, but it turns out it was just a mirror. So he ends up defeating himself, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like it's a moment that you don't expect. You're like, oh my god, he's playing chicken with that guy. That guy's totally gonna like give. He's gonna give. Like he's not giving. Wait, he's not giving. Fowlerin.
That's a good point. It's like even if the person had an extended warranty, it's like or a bumper to bumper warranty, as Doug DeMuro would say.
I feel like if your car was made out of gold, it would have to be what's it called when they come out and they do like an estimate of your belongings, like for the insurance company to make sure that like they're paying you what you're supposed to get. I can't remember what there's like an official term for when the insurance adjuster, that's what it is. So the insurance adjuster comes out and checks your vehicle. It would see like kind of like what your vehicle is worth. And he would see that your vehicle's worth solid gold, and he would be like, okay, you're gonna have to charge you the premium plan.
I think he'd probably tell you were uninsurable.
Well, but so if you had insured it, I mean, let's follow the logic at least, like, because you reported, that your car is plated gold, right? Like, the insurance company is going to follow up on that and then be like, well.
So let's work this out real quick, all right? So Goldfinger's car is the Rolls-Royce Phantom 3, and the Rolls-Royce Phantom 3 is, let's find out the weight of the Rolls-Royce Phantom 3, shall we?
I know
Oh,
that
that's
a
heavy.
regular Phantom's like what, a $750,000 car or something crazy like that.
I'm sure if I look up the Rolls-Royce Phantom, we can find like a weight.
It's like, I
So
feel like the
2,560
gold-platedness of a Phantom 3 is like
Five.
that alone is gonna like take care of the gold-platedness. But regardless,
Okay. All right, so let's just do some silly math here.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Let's say that the car was 20% gold. Like, let's just say 20% gold, which is, I think, a fair estimate. So we'll take our 5,643 and we'll subtract 80% from that, which still leaves us with 1,128 pounds. And then, like, we only can use the gold value for today. So what's the gold value today per pound? I got per ounce, per gram, per kilo.
16 ounces in a pound.
Now we need pounds. Hold on here. Yeah, I could just multiply the ounces by pounds. Hold on. It's $1,809 per pound. 1,809 times, what is it, 16 or 12? I can't remember.
16.
16. All right, so $28,944 a pound times 1,128. We're looking at like 32.6 million is how much that car would be worth if it was just 20% gold. We're not even talking about 100% gold, which I don't think it was 100% gold, but 20% still even seems like a little bit of an
20%.
An underestimation.
No, that's pretty reasonable. I feel like, yeah.
I also don't necessarily know that somebody's going to declare their solid gold car that they're smuggling across the border to steal gold. It doesn't seem like reporting that to an insurance agency.
Nobody makes a solid gold card. Not one that is insurable. Like I feel like 20%. That's a good call. Oh yeah.
You know, it's funny. I actually did watched a video with the guy who did MASH, Alan Alda. Alan Alda plays the villain in the movie, and he apparently has a wealth of gold that he stole from everybody. And they kept trying to find it. They thought it was in like a hidden safe that was in the wall, but there was nothing in the safe. And it took him a while to figure out that the car that was in his house was actually made out of gold. It was like a whole Goldfinger thing. It was a kind of a cool movie. They basically set up a heist because once they figured out that the car was gold, they basically set up a heist to steal the car, which was really cool.
Tower heist.
Yeah, I think it was called Tower Heist or something like that.
Yeah, Ben Stiller and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, yep. And what's his name? There was three. There was three kind of cool actors in it. Yeah, but the car was made out of gold, so like it's another.
Did he steal everybody's retirement or something like that?
Yeah, like pensions and a whole bunch of it. And that was just one of like the many things that he had stolen.
Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty scummy.
Oh yes, I am absolutely saying, Novotny, that selling a car. Yeah, I would sell the car to be able to drive it a block. Absolutely. If I had possession of said car, oh yeah, I'd sell it.
Anya, we need our resistances,
And
Anya.
I would be able to, with that profit, drive it a block. Absolutely. Now, I would not actually drive it a block. I would drive the next car a block. Absolutely.
My thing about it is that like it's probably so heavy that once you get it going, it would be next to impossible to stop the damn thing.
Oh, dude, like, well,
Like
like,
the sheer stopping force you would need to, like,
I don't know about that. Like, brake technology, you know, if you're investing such a sum into a car, like,
are you gonna soup up the brakes? We
Oh,
can get some hydraulics. We can get some
yeah,
hydraulic brakes.
you're gonna soup up the brakes. Like, the frickin' brakes are gonna be like, well, like
Phantom Rolls-Royce, and you're
20-inch
You're hearing
rotors,
the
brakes.
truck noises.
Oh yeah. You're like not even the specs. Like you can't even like look up the radius of the brakes that you would need for a gold plated car. Oh yeah. No, absolutely. So I feel like that is a non-factor. Like, you have to just throw that out. Like the rotors of a brakes of a gold-plated car, like someone that has invested that amount in a car will spend the money on the brakes. I have that faith in humanity. Absolutely.
Well, I have a feeling that's why he chose the Rolls-Royce Phantom in the first place.
Mm.
You know, higher quality car.
That's true. It's like, yeah, the Phantom,
went with a higher quality vehicle to begin with, so that he didn't have to worry so much about souping everything up as much.
Yeah. Yeah, like
you wouldn't want
the Phantom is such that, like, regardless of material, like, you're dealing with a very heavy car.
Let me go
and you're gonna have the brakes to match that weight, regardless. Whether it's gold, whether I don't even know what is higher weight than gold, but you're gonna have the brakes in a Phantom to accommodate that. If you're not, then you're not about the Phantom. Like, you've won that Phantom in a lottery. Who knows? Like, you don't know about the Phantom. Like, it's a freaking heavy car. Like, it's a luxury car. Like, and
it's a tank.
Oh, dude, exactly.
Well, they come with huge motors.
Oh yeah, dude.
I have a friend with a hot rod that's got a Rolls motor in it, and it's 500.
Oh,
it's based on a 454 Chevy.
Dude, in a Rolls, dude, 500 is like baby numbers. Like in a like in a full spec Rolls, 500 horsepower is nothing. All right, like just nothing.
Yeah, which is probably why they picked it, because they probably needed the horsepower to actually make the damn thing move.
Oh yeah, No, like if you're talking like solid gold or even plated gold, like you're talking like 1,000 horsepower easily. And if you're in that price point, oh yeah, done.
Level 60 already. We are blasting through this.
Oh yeah.
Anyone need laying of hands?
I got one saved up, actually. I'm going to be putting those on when I get a chance, so I can switch off to the
I am due for a
string of
bio
years.
break, so I will be right back.
I don't know who's I guess that works. I needed to repair my weapons. freaking something's gonna be an issue until I finally get my Zotted F freaking stingers. Which is coming soon. I mean, I think I'm at level 69 or something like that is when I get my hands on them, so only about 9 levels to go. We're gonna be in hell before we know it too, so we're practically already there. We already got our Frozen River do jank, and we're just playing with Neothak. I like how fast Double Swing is. It's a lot faster than Frenzy. Like, it's kind of interesting to like compare like Frenzy versus Double Swing. Frenzy is slow, and then I switch to Double Swing, and it's like go 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 go. It's great.
Yeah, normally you just use Frenzy to build up the speed and weapon attack speed, and then you just switch over to Double Swing.
Yeah, it's probably all I'm going to be using Frenzy for.
I just wish they made Whirlwind more viable.
Yeah, Whirlwind has definitely gotten some changes, and I don't really know if they're good changes or what's going on. Oh god, this is a lot of monsters down here. So this is my main weakness with this character, and I know it. That's why I was thinking about the Crescent Moons, because I'm like, you know, if I had 2 Crescent Moons on right now, I could just sit here and just static field all this stuff down, have it nice and soft, so that when I do actually bonk it on the head, it only takes me like maybe 1 or 2 hits, as opposed to having to like manually bring down each monster's HP. And I can kill him pretty quickly. It's not really the issue. It's just when you gotta bonk everybody on the head one at a time, I mean, you're basically like, all right, wait in the line. I'll get to you in a minute. And then you add in like the monsters resurrecting and stuff like that, and that's where things get stupid. Because then you gotta kill monsters multiple times, and you're like, stay down. I need to catch up with you guys. I got separated anyway.
Just a second, I'm running to you.
Just throw me a TP. I'll catch up with you guys.
Portal.
It's already up.
Oh, I didn't even get my scroll. Sids?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, City 1.
Railroad.
I don't know. They're all pretty good quotes.
What's up,
Trustworthy. I mean, there's a lot to love there.
Use the ramps alongside.
I mean, we've got, you keep using that word,
roads,
inconceivable.
alongside mountain
You killed my
roads.
father, prepare to die. Which, of course, is tied together with
Used
my
for
name is Ignoria Montoya.
semis.
You killed my father, prepare to die.
Brakes fail to slow down.
What was he looking for? The six-fingered band?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We will use the brakes
Royal shield.
No res.
and the stream accordingly. Given my intoxication.
I kind of feel like I should just use a treachery on this guy. Anybody got a treachery lantern?
That's what I'm wearing.
I made the mistake of making one in a superior armor, and it costs about 40,000 to repair like 2 points of durability on it. Was not my smartest decision.
I might want to go get it. I can't remember who has the treachery. I think it's sitting on one of my mercs. I think I got like a treachery and a nice mage plate.
Waypoint.
Your name is Max Hunter. You'll take it. What are you taking, Max Hunter? Do you want the Aki? I was giving away an Aki, wasn't I? It's all yours if you want it, man. Give me a game name and I'll come drop it off. Meow mix, we deliver chicken, fish, and cat liver. That's right, they're cannibals. Deal with it.
Doesn't surprise me.
Cats actually have a special thing that they're known for. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but like most animals will hesitate to eat a corpse. Like if another animal dies or something like that, like there's totally like this thing inside of them that tells them, hey, this is probably not a cool thing to do. But like cats have no such compunction and are the quickest animals to eat you if you die. So like just pretend like you were in your house or something and you had like a stroke or something like that, and the cats ran out of food or the dogs ran out of food or the squirrels ran out of food. It doesn't matter. Like you can like any animal you want in there. Most animals will wait a pretty long time before they feed on you. Cats don't care. Like they're just like, oh, he's dead, eat it.
Meow mix.
I can't remember what the exact term is called because there's a very specific term for it. It's something like corpse predation or something. I don't remember. I was looking it up and like apparently like it's a real thing. Like if you die in your house, your cats will not hesitate to eat you. They will not even think twice about it.
Just be like, thank you for this final contribution, human.
Delicious.
Like
all those apple pies he ate made him so tasty.
it's like, thank you, food slave, for final meal.
It's a couple final meals. I mean, I'm a big boy. Let's be honest. Yeah, a couple days. Yeah. Reminds me of that one time I was watching the freaking Nature Channel and this big giant snake like ate this crocodile, and the freaking narrator is like, and although the anaconda has won and has swallowed the crocodile, it is now a battle against time. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, because the crocodile will slowly rot inside the snake's stomach, and if the snake does not digest him fast enough, he will die from like sepsis or something like that. And I'm like, like, okay, it's getting weird. I don't know why a snake would eat an animal that's so big that he can't digest it in time before he literally dies, but I guess that's totally a thing, and it does happen. Oh, I can use Atmos Scarab now. I totally forgot about that. Oh, I got me some amp damage, boy.
I need to get my hands on one of those for this character.
Alright, where did we leave off? Yeah, we just finished Frozen River, right? So we're on the Glacial Trail.
Yep.
Alright.
Anybody got... Okay, we got a portal up for Crystalline.
Probably our best bet.
Yeah. So, I wasn't really a big fan of Diablo 3, like as I've said many times. But you know what was funny? All the stupid dialogue between frickin' Tyrael, like becoming a human, talking about how he ate a bunch of food in advance so he didn't have to eat later. and then he felt sick. He's like,
Or he
I didn't
didn't
want
eat.
to have to eat. Like he literally found the process of eating like boring. Like he's like, do I really have to eat every day?
Did it all at once.
He's like, this
Had
is
it over with.
tedious. I'll just eat a whole lot right now so I don't have to eat later. Like, Tyrio, that's not how it works, my friend. Tyrio opens up his own mukbang channel.
Well, it was even more funny whenever he was talking to that one guy about Kadala, how he's always staring.
Alright. The end. Bid you good night. Take care. So, thanks for watching. Appreciate it.